All right, in my final video for advanced hypothesis testing. These were my notes on what I needed to do next, so let's get rid of that. So we're wrapping up this advanced hypothesis testing assignment and by looking at variance comparison analysis and drawing our overall conclusions down at the bottom. So let's just jump right in. So I decided to do climate change and indicators between two periods, the first 20 years of the dataset and the last 20 years of the dataset, which ended in 2002. So here I have to divide up my, again, I had to clean it first using my function because I forgot to do it earlier. Creating a function made it a lot easier. So my early variances, my late variances, so the first 20 years, the last 20 years, and I did a Levene's test to show what significance and variance we had, if there were any, and it showed that the two periods are significantly different with a Levene's test statistic of 19.9 and a p-value of negative a lot, once again. So that just shows us that, yes, climate change is becoming more significant over time. It's making more of an impact, at least from the 60s to the 2020s, right? So here is my visual for this. We can see that this was the mean variance from 1961 to 1980, and then here from 2003 to 2020, about a 20-year range on both. So you should have seen what it looked like before I removed the outliers. It was absolute trash. So anyway, here's my report on this. And then my overall conclusions. So for overall conclusions, it really just shows a common pattern that emerges, right? There's undeniable progression of climate change over the past 60 years. The analysis clearly points to that. Both in terms of mean values and variances, and then just the pace of it is picking up rapidly. So there's a lot of implications for policy and further research. Like, obviously, we could take this data and we could run with it. My sister's actually a conservation biologist, so this is something that we've talked about before. She would probably love to see this. I might send it to her afterwards. I actually called her to get some one of these, actually this one about phytoplankton. She used to do research on phytoplankton in her undergrad. So anyway, there's a lot that we can do with data like this. Obviously, this needs a lot more research. It needs a lot of looking into probably more data than we have now, maybe looking into specific geographical regions or economies, or, there's a lot of things that you can do with this data. So this is just a kind of a fun start on a way to look into climate change. So thanks for being here. I know you have to be, but thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.